We got Billy the Goat, obviously streamer, doing amazing things. We got Cremo, streamer, doing amazing things. Obviously, we got Central C, his team. We got YBZ. We've got Tanks, Trapler Ross, etc., etc., etc. Now, there's been a few encounters with Central C's team management and etc. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So obviously, Cremo has said at the Drake after party, etc., one of Central C's team confronted him, and boom. Obviously now, Billy the Goat has said he had a conversation with Central C's manager YBZ, and he had to say this. Obviously, I've watched Tanks' video about this yesterday, and I thought, you know what, let me give some context on my end, and we'll go from there. But this is what Billy the Goat said.
And you're like, yeah, like, I can't lie, it's clear, it's kind of clear what side you're on. Yeah. I was chatting to YBs for a little bit, and you're like, yeah, like, I can't lie, it's clear, it's kind of clear what side you're on. I was like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, no, obviously it's clear what side you're on, but it's what isn't it? It doesn't matter. I was like, what? Like, what do you mean what side? What do you mean what side? What do you mean what side I'm on? Like, I don't pick sides. And when I said he's a laugh, obviously, like.
So obviously, Billy the Goat was at Drake's after party, and obviously he's bumped into YB's Central C's manager, and obviously he had a conversation. Obviously YB's just saying, look, they're just showing that it's kind of clear what side you're on. Okay, look.
I told him that I booked like Central Bridging already, and we had that conversation. And I told him that, yeah, like he felt like he said that you man feel like the blogs are not biased against Central, and he was like, yeah, it's clear what side you're on, but like it is what it is, it's not that deep. And he just walked off. I was thinking, right, like, no, let me say, he didn't just walk off. He's like, I said, no, nice to meet you, innit? But the way he left the convo, I could tell that like them man probably feel like I feel a type of way against them, but bro, like, I don't know why. Like, no, I say I don't know why. Like, obviously, like, man's managed my bills. I've done better interviews with Digger. You get me? I was on top of that. Man, I've done a couple of reactions to some Essential Musics where I've not always rated the song. So I get like how it might look from outside looking in that like I've got some sort of agenda against them, but bro, like, the fuck, like, I got nothing but respect for what them man are doing, bro. I ain't got nothing against them, and then they get me. But I guess like if you're looking at the industry from like looking at like side this side with that side, you might sort of see me to one side. It's like, bro, like I'm just here just doing me, bro.
I'll be honest with you guys. Me included. I think man's kind of biased towards Central C. I'm gonna break down why I think that. Well, I only can speak for me, innit? And I won't say. I just share my opinion. Maybe there's a disconnect with Central C and the relationships with everyone. You get me? And there's more of a relationships with everyone else. So, for example, Billy the Goat has done loads of interviews with Digger D. Obviously, there's many interviews. There's loads here. You get me? There's loads of interviews.
Oh, don't say a word.
You know what I'm trying to say? So, and also, Bills used to manage Billy the Goat. Bills is from Groundwork. Bills is part of Mixtape Madness. Bills used to manage Digger D and that circle. And Bills is a really good music at Zek. I'm not really locked in with my man like that. You get me? We've seen each other. We shake hands while gone, but we just go separate ways. That's it. It's not. But he's great at what he does, and I respect him. For what he's done into the scene. I ain't got not a bad thing to say about Bills, you get me? So obviously, look, I'm just giving you some more context. Obviously, cat, don't come down here. One sec. Cat, man. Yeah. Obviously, Tanks.
Ackhiii.
This is my guy, you get me? There's no one that can divide us, you get me? And the real thing with Tanks is we don't depend on no label money. We don't depend on nothing. We speak our minds, you get me? So he might have a different opinion to me, boom, 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 but we're locked in. We're locked in, we'll always be locked in, and we'll always help each other develop. And this new space, you get me? And I will always say Tanks is the reason why I'm here. So I will always give him his flowers, you get me? Period. Tanks had to say this.
I feel like Central C's team is officially starting to lose it. They're creating a divide where there is no divide, trying to split this content creation space that we've just got going now into two, all right? We're going to talk about it in this video, from backing out Shanks on Cremo at Drake's party, his team apparently, to Billy the Goat saying he had a weird interaction with YB's, Central C's.
Look, I want to put this out there as well, yeah? You see any critics, yeah? Anyone that's a critic, get me? And you're a critic and you're criticizing or you're whatever we're doing, we're sharing our opinions with our face like this online, and you're doing it to street niggas, that's gonna happen, you get me? It's part of, I remember me growing up, and you get me. Anyone that will talk rubbish about Krept and Conan separately, man's on them. Like when man sees Don, man's just not gonna knock it out like straight. That is just how it is. So a lot of people might see me saying what I'm saying. When man sees Bounce, man's gonna knock it out. You get me? And this is probably people's thought process. You get me? I'm just saying it. You get me? So you lot understand.
Manager who is known for being mysterious, mastermind, genius behind the scenes who can do no wrong. So leave a like on the video, guys. Let's get that out of the way. We're back in the normal setup. We've just come back from LA. We've been back for like 2 hours now.
Ackhiii, good to have you back, Ackhiii.
Ackhiii.
I'm seeing the work rate. I'm seeing the uploads. You are back. You get me? And you're definitely
Internet ready.
Come on, my boy. You get me? This cat is moving mad, bro. You know these little zombies, what these cats have? You get me? Chill out. Hello. Chill out, please. She got zoomies. Look, she wants to fight me. But anyway, no. Anyway, cool. Let's get into this.
We've been back for like 2 hours. So we're just getting straight into this, bro. We've been slacking. We've missed 2 days, but we're going to see what Billy the GOAT had to say about his interaction with YBs, bro. And we're going to break this down, bro. We're going to talk about everything. I'm going to tell you guys why I think this is even happening and why I think they're losing the plot right now.
Yeah, like, what did YB say to me again? He said something like that was interesting. He said something that was interesting to me, chat. I was chatting to YBs for a little bit, and they were like, yeah, like, I can't lie, it's clear, it's kind of clear what side you're on. I was like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, no, obviously it's clear what side you're on, but here's what it is, and it doesn't matter. I was like, what? Like, what do you mean?
Like these guys, they're so in their own bubble, yeah. Like they're coming up with delusions now. Like there is no sides with who messes with Sench, who doesn't. It's kind of a form of.
I agree with what Hanks is saying. There's no sides with who messes with sense. I think it's more based on what we see online and what we will report. You get me online, but there's a. Let me land. Let Tank say what he needs to say, and then we'll go from there.
How do I conceitedness, kind of narcissism? Don't know if I'm using the words in the right context here, but it's like when you think the whole world is against you, when you think there's a group of people who actually live to hate on you, it's kind of delusion. It's like, no, bro, we do not wake up thinking, how can we hate on Sench or how can we talk bad on Sench? No, bruv. No, we don't do that, bro. But anyway.
We don't do that. We don't do that.
What do you mean what side I'm on? Like, I don't pick sides. And when I said it, he just laughed. Obviously, like, I told him that I'd blocked like Sench Bridging already, and we had that conversation. And I told him that he felt like he said that you man feel like the bloggers are not biased against Sench, and he was like, yeah, it's clear what your side you're on, but
how are we biased, bruv? Like where is the bias? I would like for someone to tell me where the bias is, because most people are just trying to suck my man's dick, if we're being completely real. So
Hey,
Ackhiii.
you said that with so much like, bro, when you watch this, I know you was annoyed when you recorded this thanks. You're funny,
sorry,
you know.
guys, this LA craziness, like been in LA too long, bruv. The craziness comes back with you, bro. But the majority of people in this scene are sucking my man's dick, bro. So I don't know where this is coming from, but hey, of course I know where it's coming from. It's coming from myself, Bouncer, and Ross with the way we covered Central C after he sent an A&R. Right, this all started from them. Right.
So let me cut now. This is what I was waiting for. You get me? Obviously, my name got mentioned, so let me address it. Look, on my end, I want to make this clear. I actually think, and my friend that actually lives with me, he even said, you lot, I can't lie, Bounce, you've been kind of biased, bro, the way how you've kind of covered Central C. And I'm saying, bro, like, I'm trying to give him content. So I'm saying I haven't been biased because for years, not for years, but for like 18 months, I've been doing reactions. You go on my TikTok, bro, I've been giving man the flowers. I said there's two times. One of the times where the H thing, and I said what I'd done on YouTube about that and about his friend circle putting up that about H. And the next time where I just said that, oh yeah, I rate my man's music, you get me? And I don't care if my man's about that life or not. I don't care about it, you get me? So that's the two times that I can remember, you get me? But if there's a domino effect with Trapler Ross, Tanks, Billy the GOAT. Obviously, Billy the GOAT has interviewed Digger, so obviously naturally you're gonna be like, okay, boom, Billy the GOAT's over there. Obviously, I would like to say that they don't think that I'm over there. I've flipping messaged, DM'd the YBZ multiple times, giving me these flowers. Congratulations. I've bumped into him twice in Dubai. You get me? The first time when I bumped into him, he's kind of like I don't know if he's like anti or not anti, or do you know what I mean? But same way, I said hello, congratulations, and the next time I've congratulated him, and the next time I see him, I will congratulate him, and I will like basically say, bro, if you feel that man has been biased, then I apologize. You get me? Like, I would say it openly now, because it's like one thing that I don't want our culture to, like, I don't want man to see, like, there's someone that's actually moved the needle for the scene and doing amazing, and I never ever want the audience or consumer to stop listening to his music, or all of a sudden he's doing this much numbers and now he's doing this much numbers and the man's looking to report on it. Like, he's done, because we need Central C's, we need YBZs, we need all of these people to help move the needle for our culture. So I will say openly, if Central C's team or his man them has felt that man has been biased and whatnot, then I apologize. You got to understand, if I am covering things like Cremo or covering these other things, I'm going to cover them. Like, I'm going to cover them. I'm not going to not cover them. I'm going to cover them. But listen, I'm not locked in with anyone. Maybe what you lot kind of need to kind of understand as well with Central C and the team and YBZ is, remember, like, you ain't really done too much interviews or locked in with streamers or podcasters from the UK culture. Maybe, I know you probably, we know that UK's bad vibes, and we know that Central gets a lot of like unnecessary like negativity when it comes to the UK. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's why. But you gotta understand, when you've got people like, I don't know, when we do have the Digger D's, or we have all these other big people doing the rounds, obviously naturally that the streamers and everyone else is going to be locked in with them more, because obviously there's more support, if you know what I'm trying to say. Obviously with the album campaign, it was, you get me, it was Playboy Mats or whatever his name is, you get me, that the stream went on. But it's like, obviously I understand American audience, I understand you lot got signed to Columbia or America, so I understand that most of the campaigns are going to do, and I understand that most of the campaign was Europe, etc. But maybe that might be a bit of a disconnect of like someone that is huge from our scene, and maybe that no one has able to even get an interview or anything. I'm not asking for it. I'm cool. And now I remember Carol Keys, man covered Carol Keys, a man done this song with Carol Keys. That's entertainment, guys. It's not that deep. Like, and don't look at it that deep. And the road youths or people that don't understand that, bro, like, Central C, and we're in this world of content, you get me? So whether we're covering it and whatnot, it's all adds to value, you get me? So I want you lot just to kind of understand that. But like I said, I will say openly, if I'm looked at as biased and I've done things biased towards Central C and his team, then openly I will apologize, you get me? I will say sorry, because it's never intended that way. But for my brethren to even tell me, Bounce, I said, you lot have been a bit harsh on my man, it made me think. And then when when I'm looking back at all the videos, man is actually harsh towards my man, and man actually needs my man to even keep on breaking the doors, keep on elevating, and keep on growing the culture. So on my end, that's what I will say, you get me? Obviously, this is YBZ. Big shout out to YBZ and what he's doing. Yeah, and that's what I got to say. But I just want to know separately, like, yeah, that's my stance on things, you get me? And you know, maybe out of everyone, bruv, I say how it is. I don't care who man's gonna go back and forth with, but Central C is someone that man properly respects. Cairo Key is, bro, and man wants him to win. And obviously it might be looked at as, oh yeah, fucking my man's over there with Cairo Keys, or my man's over there with, do you know what I mean? So there's a hate train on Central C. Nah, there's no hate. On my end, there's no hate train on Central C. Obviously, you lot can be upset with maybe Trapler Ross with the way how he made the documentary, but that's his truth. That's how he broke the kit down, and that was amazing. It was an amazing documentary, bro. Who actually cares about flipping who's from the streets or who's not from the streets? Because at the end of the day, you lot have won. You get me? You lot's won. The guys that are from the streets, they're doing group chats and raising capital when everyone's getting 116 years and careers down the drain. And when it's all said and done, bro, like, we can laugh about this, you get me? But you get me? What's happening? You lot on private jets, you lot are doing this, everyone's doing this, man's got villa. Do you know what I mean? When it's all said and done. So that's my take on this, you get me? And moving forward, bro, you get me? Because I never want our culture to ever listen to my influence and all of a sudden have this mad narrative against Central C and their team. So, you get me? Whatever positivity or whatever's doing, I'ma cover it. Obviously, I don't think that there's gonna be any mad negativity out there, but whatever's getting thingied, I'm gonna cover it. That's it. So that's my end on everything, you get me? Carry on doing what you're doing. And yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Big up.